Hey, yes, welcome to the channel. We react a little differently around here, different films, different format. Hope you like it. Today we are watching Come Back to the Five and Dime, Jimmy Dean, from 1982, directed by Robert Altman, and starring Cher, Karen Black, and Sandy Dennis. So, let's put our feet up and watch Come Back to the Five and Dime, Jimmy Dean. Is it just me, or do those doll heads look like Jimmy Stewart and Grace Kelly from Rear Window?
I'm trying to get the weather news.
I'll give you the weather news. It's 118 degrees in the shade.
Oh, shit.
There ain't none of. Same as it was yesterday and the day before and last week and last month.
There's talk that there's a rainstorm over near Odessa.
Oh, bullshit. It ain't rained there in 20 years and ain't going to.
Flashback in the mirror. That's cool.
But I had to stop over to the truck stop and pick up something.
I bet whatever it was wearing pants.
Is Mona and Joe here yet? Oh, my God.
Joe's out back unpacking some of them new magazines just come in. And
They've almost got the routine down.
Well, Juanita, shit.
Well, it looks like everybody's showing up for the reunion.
This would be like old home week.
Oh, that's Kathy Bates. Oh, she's an embryo.
20 years, girl. Stella May, you old shit girl. Look just fabulous. Thank you. Them booze ears. Christ, I'd kill for them booze. When you wouldn't.
The ones I have.
Hey, what about me? How'd I look to you, huh? Well, you look like $1 million. $1.5 million. My Merle brought himself in another one. That man can smell that oil.
Look, everybody, a red gumball.
Now listen, don't say nothing to Mona about us being here, see, because I want to surprise her. God, this is going to be a hoot. Goddamn hoot and a half. Come on, Edna.
Well, I will have to change my dress.
Later, you can do it later. I want to get on out there, see if I really miss this town or not. Hey,
You probably did not.
Luigi's Taco Grotto. Get ourselves a Dr. Pepper like we used to.
Elizabeth Taylor and Rock Hudson are going to be coming here.
Stop! Wait a minute. Here to McCarthy, Texas.
Well, not exactly here, but over to Marfa. It's only 62 miles away from Christ's sake.
Wait, what are they coming here for?
They're coming to make a movie. You hush up, Edna Louise.
Or are they going to make Giant?
They're coming to make a picture show, and the radio said it's all about giants or something. Your movie.
Close enough.
Anything like the creature from the Black Lagoon?
Well, you're just going to fall on over dead when you hear who else is coming to be in it, too.
Tab Hunter.
No. Well, goddamn it, Stella May, who is it?
Oh.
Damn it, all the hell
You stole her thunder.
You're never thinking.
20 years ago tonight, my God, it just
Oh, it's like a little shrine.
yesterday, don't it? When that fatal
She's still in
crash
love.
took away his life. Aha! Juanita, do you think that it's possible that you could stop that slapping around for just 5 seconds? Oh my goodness sake, look at this one. It's the old club jacket.
Oh, they left it there.
Well, Stella May brought it in.
Stella May.
Oh, she wasn't supposed to say anything.
Goodness, I just let the cat right on out of the bag.
Is Stella May here then? Stella May! My goodness sake, Stella May!
I really should have sent them all them little tiny, I don't know, what do you call them little card thing, little reminder cards, don't you think?
Lord, how would you ever
That
know where to
is a
find
really
half
cool
of 'em?
effect.
No, they did scatter off every which way and another, first chance that they got, didn't they?
With the lighting and the double set.
I remember the day that we took this picture, and I recall it just like it was yesterday. That was the very last time that the entire club was all together as one. Certainly hope that we will all be able to recognize each other. Wouldn't that be an awful thing? I'm sure that they will all remember. How could they possibly have forgotten such a devoted promise as that one was?
He never bothered nobody. He just stocked the shelves and mopped the floors like he was paid to.
It's nothing to do with his work. It's what he is. And things will be better off without him around.
It's what he
now,
is,
Sydney
huh?
has done the right thing.
We're friends, you know.
Seems very
Well, he should have
anti-gay.
friends who are boys, not you and Sissy. It's just shameful the way the three of you dressed up as look-alikes. I mean, everybody who saw it was just shocked and disgusted. First, that disgusting thing at the talent show, and then that incident at the final school dance with Lester T. Callahan that's
Oh,
erupted into a regular scandal. Oh, he is a sick boy and should be treated before he grows up into a communist.
Oh, Juanita, you are wrong.
In the eyes of God, he does not belong.
And God is wrong.
that's right.
God made him, didn't he? If God doesn't accept him, then I don't accept God then.
Now, you listen
You
here,
tell her.
young lady. I will not permit you to speak of our Lord in that way. And I will not stay here and listen to it.
He's not my God. I don't want him. I hate him, and I hate Sydney too.
Ow. Are you okay? My God, it's hotter than I don't know what out there. Hey, kid, I see you made it back on
That
one
metaphor
piece.
went
You're
nowhere.
not gonna believe what I found in today's Odessa American.
News of a rainstorm
No,
coming?
hell no. The Escapades. The Escapades is coming to the Ector County Coliseum for 4 whole days, Mo. You know that? And that ain't on here. Look at this. They are going to be holding tryouts for new skaters to take with them. My God, you know what? When I read that, my heart skipped 4 beats.
Well, the only kind of skating you know how to do is roller skating. And you ain't done none of that since the Dixie roller rink closed nearly 10 years ago.
You think that skating's something you can forget that easy?
So see, you have never skated on the ice before?
Yeah,
in your
ice and
life.
roller
So what?
skating
I mean,
completely
skating. I
different.
don't care if you do it on rollers or ice or water, for Christ's sake. Just a matter of balance and form, and God knows that my form is well balanced.
Well, don't you think that it's just a little late into life to... I'm sorry.
Mo, you remember how they used to scream and yell when I'd skate out on the floor? Gliding and twirling around the roller. What was that they used to call me?
Joe?
Joe?
Joe, used to call you Swanya Henny, the breastiest bird on the April.
What made you think about Joe? I ain't thought of him in a million years.
I don't know. He says it was because
Oh.
of that thing at the senior dance with Lester T. Callahan. That's how all the trouble got started.
What? You know, everybody really believed that Joe was my cousin from Oklahoma City, especially Lester T.
I know. Joe does make a very pretty girl all dressed up, don't he?
Yes, Lester T sure thought so. You know what? I would have given anything to see the expression on Lester T's face when he got Joe in the backseat of his car and he reached in his dress and he
And that
squeezed
could have
them
been
balloons and that
very
strawberry jello floating all over his
dangerous
white
for
face.
Joe.
So you think Lester T. will try and get even like he said?
Well, I wouldn't put it past that goonhead.
I was so afraid for this summer to be over, and now it can be summer forever, can't it?
Oh, I hope not, Mo. Jesus, you know. This heat is so hot, I think it's shrinking my bazooms.
Your what?
My bazooms, that's what the boys call
No,
them.
they don't.
Now, do they look like they've shrunk any to you?
I don't know. Let me see. Did you ever dream what it would be like, you know, to make love to somebody real famous like him?
All the time. But, you know, you really should experiment with some nobody first before you tackle someone as important as he is.
Yes.
That's all I'm doing. It's
Practice.
Kind of like, well,
That's
it's
what you
kind of
need.
like homework for the big test later.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God the escapade is coming to rescue my ass right in the nick of time.
Garbage mouth.
Just wonder where on earth is Jimmy Dean?
He ran off right after lunch, and I ain't seen hide nor hair of him since.
Luke is just trying to make a laughing stock of him in front of this whole entire town.
Nobody's laughing.
They do too, you know that. They laugh all the time, but they just do it to themselves.
No, you just think they do. That's
I
all.
don't think anything. I know they do because they are jealous. Jealous because I was the one chosen to bring the son of James Dean into this world.
Like Jesus, huh?
He is retarded in the brain.
You know, it's none of my business, but it is just as warped and demented for you to keep him cooped up inside here all day so people won't be laughing at you. Not him, Mona, you.
Well, Sissy, you stay out
Oh,
of this.
shit.
Now, Jimmy Dean is her son, not yours.
Well, I thought he belonged to James Dean fans everywhere. Conceived in Mona and dedicated to the population.
Oh,
chose
yeah.
me from everybody else to bring his child into this world. You are a vile and wicked and jealous person. I don't want you turned against me. And jealous person. I don't want you turned against me.
They all have issues. 20 years working at the same job has messed with all of them.
What you had to say, it is the same sort of remarks that they have been making behind my back ever since I discovered the truth about him.
And you were born and raised in this town too, miss.
Yes. But I managed to rise above the attitudes of this town while you laid spread over a gravestone and took them inside you.
Oh!
No.
Slut shaming.
Oh, my God. Juanita, come, put it over here real quick. Come.
Now what's the matter?
Somebody's arrived in one of them little yellow sports cars. You see, he's parked way down the street there. You see?
Yeah. Well,
A
can you
visitor.
see who it is?
No, can't tell. Can't tell. I can't, it's a lady, though. Yeah, and
look at
she's
that.
looking over here at the store.
Oh, I don't seem to recognize her.
I don't neither recognize her.
There's Karen Black. Hello.
Hello?
Hello. I used to be a fan of his, too.
Not anymore.
He died. Didn't you know?
Yes, ma'am. Of course
I bet you
will.
heard.
Yeah.
20 years ago.
But he lives on in his movies.
Are you the mother of his son?
Oh, my goodness sake, yes. How on earth did you know that?
I saw one of your signs down the highway.
She
Be the son of
advertises it.
James Dean, visit Woolworth's, 5 and dime.
When Jimmy Dean was first born, nearly 3,000 people swarmed into town over a one-week period of time just to see the son of James Dean. He really helped put McCarthy, Texas on the road map for a brief but glorious period of time.
Yeah, for a
We were
week.
the busiest and we were the most prosperous 5 and dime in all of Texas. There were newspaper people here, and there were magazine people, and they were taking my picture, and they'd write down everything that I would say. I
Wow.
was quite the celebrity. And
Probably a good thing they didn't have DNA testing.
brought up everything
He's
that
probably
ever
not
he was on
related to
display.
James
Not
Dean.
Jimmy Dean had touched it. He was on display right over here. We built this nice little platform, and we put him on display right here.
Mona, I want to talk to you.
Well, I don't feel like I want to
Well,
talk to
I
you.
don't give a good goddamn if you want to talk to me or not.
You've
You know,
been drinking, haven't you?
drinking what?
Alcohol. I can smell it on your breath.
She got
There ain't no water. I had to drink me
Miss
something.
Della Mae.
Sissy, Sissy.
Is Mona back yet?
Yes, but she is a bitch on wheels.
Oh, Della Mae, you sweet thing, and Edna Louise.
Is she out of her goddamn mind? 5 minutes ago, she just tried to kill me.
No, she's just covering up because I let the cat out of the bag.
Stella Mae? Hey, Stella, did you find anything out there worth remembering, girl?
No, honey, ain't nothing left out there, period.
That's the truth.
Much less anything worth remembering. Why the hell y'all sticking
Small
around
town
this
dilemma.
for anyhow?
Good question.
Don't tell me. Let me guess.
No, Stella Mae, I don't
Oh,
think that's it.
Whoa, don't tell me. Let me guess. Wait a minute, see. It's Phyllis Marie Tucker. I'll be damned.
No, Lord,
No,
Phyllis
it's
Marie
not.
Tucker died. She choked to death and a piece of meat at the stake for, yes, she did. Right in front of the whole family.
Wait a minute. Where's that club picture, Mona?
is she?
Holy shit. Now, let's see here. That is me. And this here is Edna. Dum-da-dum-dum. God, she looks as dumb then as she is now.
Ouch.
That's
She's your
Sissy,
friend.
Those beautiful goddamn tits. This is Mona.
Sissy,
What?
I said, you see Jimmy Dean out there?
No, I just went
Well,
down
I
the
just,
list.
I'm wondering, where is he then? Just couldn't have disappeared. You think that's what happened? Maybe he just disappeared into thin air. Do you think maybe that's what happened? What did I tell you? Something happened to him one day.
Yeah, she's about 15 seconds from a mental breakdown.
Sissy,
What?
I'm not able to breathe.
Well, here, just
Get her a
calm
glass
yourself
of whiskey
down.
then.
There is no alcohol in this store, and there never will be.
What about the bottle that Sydney used to keep hidden behind the counter?
What do you mean by that?
And how do you know that?
Right, it was down here.
Well, Sidney did not drink.
But how did he die from it? Who in the hell are you?
He died of a heart attack.
Died of a decayed liver.
Sidney was a saint, and he is in heaven now with God.
The only time Sydney was ever in heaven, Juanita, is when he had a bottle in his hand.
Lies, all lies.
Christ, I named everybody in the picture who it could be.
I think that I know. Oh, God. Oh, God, it's true.
Holy shit, the McGuire sisters are reunited.
Yeah. You like my tatas?
Joe?
Mona?
My God, Joe. No, Joe. Oh, Joe. What happened? Sissy,
Oh.
get away. All right.
Did he get bashed?
Don't talk, your mouth will bleed some more. Sissy, where are you?
I'm right here. Oh, Joe, my God.
And then he laid me face down on one of the gravestones. And he pulled my overalls down. And then Lester T.
Lester T.
Mona, it was so horrible. No. And I was so damn scared. And when I tried to scream for help, they just kept punching me in the face. And he kept calling me Joanne.
I had as much right to return to this reunion as anybody. Didn't I?
Hell, Joe, you look better than I do, for Christ's sake.
None of the girls in this picture was named Josephine.
It's me there.
What? Joe! Joe! Shit, dang! You look just like a real girl, boy!
Take off your wig and crap so we can see how you turn out.
It's not a wig.
I didn't drive all the way here from Dallas just to play who's a girl and who ain't.
Oh, yeah.
I
Do you
don't think
remember
he's
how we
doing
used to do
drag.
the McGuire sisters? Come on, Mo. Well, come on, let's just do the McGuire sisters. Sincerely. All right? Sincerely. Yeah, come on, y'all. Let's get on with this party. You know, it's hotter than hell, and I need me a cold beer.
Where do you have beer?
Luke is keeping a case cold for me in his cooler, Juanita.
Well, you ain't bringing beer in here.
Could you just turn off God for tonight and have yourself a good time?
I won't have a
please.
good time as long as he is in here. You're only pretending to be one, just like you always did.
Look.
Oh,
Oh, my Lord.
Come on,
Juanita.
Juanita. Take a look at them. One.
There's no strawberry jello in those boobs anymore.
Joe, stop it.
Stop it. It was funny back then. It's not funny
Oh,
anymore.
hell, Mona, he's just pulling her leg.
I mean that, unlike, apparently, all of you, I have undergone a change.
You mean that all of this is for real?
Holy shit.
No, please.
I don't believe it.
You're kidding me.
Oh, my God!
That's disgusting.
Well, Joe, how long have you been this way?
13 years come January. My mama died, you know,
Left some money. Used it.
and she left a bundle of insurance money, and
Yeah.
I became what she really wanted all along. Ironic, don't you think?
Just makes me sick to my stomach, this one.
Well, it's not your life, so who cares?
Come on, y'all, let's go on over to Luke and get ourselves a drink. Hey, Joe, take us over in that fence before it's all yours.
You got it.
Okay, and you know what? Luke is just going to pee his drawers when we pull up in that yellow thing, I swear.
It's amazing, ain't it?
You're going to go away with me, and we're going to be happy, just the two of us. It'll be just like it was in Marfa forever.
I can't leave. I need to stay here. But then you don't have to go. Things will change. One day you'll see.
This town is never going to change, and you know it.
Mm-mm.
All
Never.
of my life, I've tried to be like them. I can't. Do you think that you could ever love me like you love him?
Love you.
Well, what does it matter?
I couldn't do that. I promised to
You're
love James
gay.
Dean until the day that I die.
Mona, if you believe in me, well, maybe I could believe in myself, too.
Joe, I
It's
just
not the
don't
way it
know.
works, kid.
Well, maybe they're right. Maybe I should have been born a girl all along.
Beers out on the curb if you want.
On the curb? Well, you can't leave it sitting out on the curb.
Well, you didn't
Bring
want
it
it
inside
inside.
and hide it
He didn't
behind
want it
here.
inside.
Well, Juanita, I think the devil
Mona, sissy?
Well, darling, you are the cat's ass. I think you look ridiculous.
I do?
You look like an Easter egg.
I feel so much more relaxed and at ease in it than this. I wish
You glowed, you know. You glowed brighter than anybody in the place.
glowed. Did I really?
Kind words go a long way.
Nobody ever told me I glowed before. What do? Is it just plastic parts they glue all over you or what?
Not quite.
It's a psychological process. You undergo a series of changes that I don't think you're going to understand, Stella.
Mona, a little pick-me-up, help refresh your memory.
Orange Crush do me just fine.
Refresh your memory.
Joe, did it hurt? Your operation?
Well, some of it does, yeah.
Not until years later.
Well, what did they do with your... I mean, could you...
Have sex.
Yeah.
I can.
And?
Have, on occasion.
Me too.
And it's good.
Every occasion I can.
All right. Stella May, don't do that. I ask you, how many times have I said, please don't listen?
Okay, Mona.
Does Joe not own any shirts?
Let's start with John.
He's not wearing one under that jacket. He wasn't wearing one under the overalls.
I'm a little embarrassed that the minutes of the last meeting were accidentally eaten up by my dog Rosie. But I think I can remember most of what happened in my head if you would like me to speak it.
Well, we had $47.13, but we spent it all to buy the beautiful emblems for our club jackets, and so, well, now we are broke.
Pictures for the collection. Does anybody have any pictures that we don't already have to hang up on the wall?
How many more pictures do you think you can get up on that wall?
I saw one of them sitting on a motorcycle from Rebel Without a Cause.
Well, where is it?
Rosie ate it.
The real James Dean stands up.
Oh, my God, would you look at the size of that thing? Gee, what are we talking here, Stella May? All day.
Uh-oh.
Disgusting.
A naughty picture.
That one time, Mona.
That's not a picture of him. I know he never let anybody take a picture of him.
It sure as hell ain't my Aunt Sally here.
Is that a tree branch in his hand or what?
You're the one with 6 kids, darling. This is the truth.
Stop all this filthy talk! I said stop it! That's not a picture of James Dean.
Oh, Mona, are you sure? You know, it was very dark that
that was
night. You
very
could be
rude, Joe.
mistaken. Why don't you look more closely?
You know, Mona, if you don't want that picture, I have this beautiful frame and...
Oh.
Mona! For Christ's sake, that thing cost me over $50.
Mona, why don't you tell us the story of being chosen the Virgin Mona of the Texas Testament?
I think she actually had sex with Joe.
Come on, Mona, tell us.
Joe, I'm not going to tell you. I thought you've all heard that story. You heard it 100 times before. People from all over these parts headed for Marfa bumper to be in that movie. Joe borrowed his mama's...
That's all right, Mona. I was a his then.
Pronouns, pronouns, pronouns.
Joe borrowed his mom's Buick. I pretended that I was Natalie Wood. I did. Yes, I did. And Joe was...
I was James Dean. Pretending I wasn't Joseph Qualley.
Mm-hmm.
That night, as I laid there in the back of the Buick, I kept thinking about how I had been chosen above all of those thousands of others, staring out the window.
She's the
Those
one.
millions of stars, and the outline of that very beautiful house way off there in the distance.
Are you going to tell?
Mona, are you going to tell?
Are you really going to tell?
Are you really going to tell?
I pulled my blanket around my shoulders, and this voice, this is coming out of nowhere. It says to me, isn't it a little late to be calling on your neighbors? And I just froze stiff as a post because it was him. I knew that. I knew that the minute that I heard his voice. And then he said, don't just stand there being unfriendly. Why don't you come on up and cut a spell? we spent the whole entire night together. Until the sun crept up over the edge of the earth, turning that sky into it was the brightest red you ever saw.
Gee, Mona. That's not the way it happened at all. Is it?
Oh my God, Mona!
Oh, did somebody steal the car?
It's Jimmy Dean, and he's driving off in that yellow sports car.
Not Jimmy Dean. He don't even know how to. Jimmy Dean! He don't even know how to drive. Jimmy Dean, you come on.
That's how James Dean died.
I'm calling you. Come on.
You'd be surprised what that boy can do, Mona.
He must have learned how to drive working over at Luke's
Just let the boy go
Texaco.
off in my Porsche.
He's more adult than you want him to be.
Porsche, 19. I don't know the color of his hair. Look.
Hey, y'all, listen to this.
One of Hollywood's brightest young stars was killed early this evening along California State Highway 466. The head-on collision took the life of James Dean.
Oh.
4-year-old movie star James Byron Dean had left to stardom in the film East of Eden, which was released
Mona, did you hear? Mona, hold my hand, too.
I think we should all kneel down and pray or something. Don't you, Mona?
Please, Mona, hold my hand.
Or light candles. We'd light hundreds of candles. It'd be so pretty, don't you think?
His son will carry on in his place.
It's not his son.
It is.
Just because he's dead, don't you kill me off, too.
Oh.
It is his. I can't let that boy out of my sight, not for 1 second. It's not my fault that he turned out that way. All the doctors said so. It was the shock of his dying. It just jostled my insides and it created
A son.
Who was a moron?
Nobody laughs.
I do too. They laugh all the time to themselves. You know why they do, don't you? Because they're jealous, that's why.
Mona,
She has some serious psychological problems.
are they sure the boy is the son?
Positive, yes, they are positive.
There must be specialists or therapy.
What, you think that they can cut his sickness away as easily as they did yours? Yours was easy to remedy. For him, there is no cure. His mind will never mature, never catch up with the rest of his body. He will be a child
It
forever.
is
Just
just...
like you always wanted him to be, right, Mona?
And everything is just going to turn out fine.
Yeah,
God
because it always
is
does.
watching over him.
Good old God.
And it won't hurt none for us all to join hands and say a little prayer, neither.
I don't pray
She
no
took
more.
her hand back.
Gave it up for Lent or belly button Lent.
Well, how long's he been gone?
Well, he has been gone for 2 years, but he wanted me to come over there, you know. But could you see me with a bunch of foreigners? I mean, please. But he writes me all the time, sometimes twice a week.
When's he coming back?
Somebody knows secrets.
When he's goddamn good and ready, Joe.
Look, Sissy. Let's just say that I know, all right? And leave it at that.
Why don't we not say that? Why don't we just not say that? I want to know.
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody here wants to know. You want to know, don't you, Stella Mae?
Oh, she loves the gossip, yeah.
You may regret it in the end.
Oh, bullshit. I don't think I will, Joe. I ain't afraid of your lies.
Okay. It's your funeral.
You sure did give me the once-over as I stood up there mouthing away. His eyes went straight to my boobs. It's like the first time we ever encountered each other.
Of course he didn't recognize you.
He said he loved my voice. Finally, he began to pour out the woeful tale of the wife he left behind him. The little woman was...
Oh, shut up. He didn't tell you.
Well, no what?
Hey, finish telling what she has know of.
Gotta get that gossip.
Sissy, I told you not to marry him.
He said that I had the biggest pair of melons in the whole goddamn state of Texas.
That's all he cared about.
He told you that, didn't he? Joe, he told you that he loved me. Mona, I begged them not to take them, Mona, but they said that it would spread. It would.
Sissy. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, did she have breast cancer?
Told us before.
Scared to death to tell anybody, especially Lester T. He loved them so much. Every night he would come home and fall asleep with his head on him. That's silly, isn't it? He was a wonderful lover, though, you know. Every night, 2 or 3 times we'd make love.
Wow. Impressive.
And after the operation kind of dwindled down. I knew that one day he wouldn't love me no more. And then, of course, that day came and he left.
Asshole. He's a rapist. Why were you even with him?
Did you sleep with him, Joe? And he begged. And he pleaded. And I considered it. But I couldn't. Why nailed you stop? I would have laughed till I cried. Because he was crying. What the hell was he crying for? Because I was laughing. Well, you're kidding. You gotta be. It feels good to laugh about this, don't it? I ain't laughed this hard in a million years. Hey, everybody out there in McCarthy, Texas, guess what? They're rubber.
Sissy.
She's got rubber tits.
Get that in here.
I don't care no
Own
more.
them, girl. Own them.
You may leave the party at any time. So do not feel that you have to remain on our account.
I can't leave.
Why?
Without my car?
Yeah. Yep, your kid took it.
Makes me sick to my stomach to think that people can be so cruel.
Okay.
It just makes me sick to my stomach to think that people can be so
Okay. These people really don't like each other, do they?
He's helpless. That boy's a child.
No, you are, not him. You know, behind them comic books that you think he's always reading is men's magazines, yes. He ain't looking at a Bugs Bunny or Porky Pig Man. He is looking at naked women.
Oh.
No. I'll never get his
Because
hands.
I gave him to him.
Oh. Cat fight.
You pig! You dirty, filthy pig!
I'm wondering, just offhand, if you think it's possible that you could let go of my wrist for about 5 seconds.
Maybe.
Thank you. You are sick, and you are demented, and I have a feeling that you should be locked up.
And he is nearly 20 years old.
With the mind of a 10-year-old.
No, Mona, you treat him like that, but he's nearly 20, mind, body, and otherwise.
What about all them doctors?
Oh, you never took him to one goddamn doctor, not one!
Oh.
Not one goddamn doctor, he told me so.
And he's a liar, too.
Or you are.
Has been lying.
The boy does not know the truth. I am his mother, and I know what he is.
And I am his
I don't
father.
believe you. I don't believe not one thing that you said. You're trying to trick me into saying...
Into saying what, Mona? That he's not the son of James Dean.
How would you know?
I'm the daddy.
I was there.
We all know. We've all known it and accepted it for years. Everybody except you.
They all know?
Yes, they all know.
Everybody knows.
All these years?
Your big secret was not a
Anita,
secret.
I'm asking you this question.
Sugar, we just didn't see how it was possible. Him being such a big movie star and all.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in Giant, and I was chosen, and for the first time in my life, then I was chosen. That's...
I chose you, Mona. I loved you. You mean it was...
She's putting it together.
I mean, you're Jimmy Dean's...
Yep.
Hey, Joe, you son of a bitch, can I buy you a drink? I have beer. All right, now you're talking, buddy.
Thank you all for liking me and being so nice to me, although I'm not very smart. I think you're a very nice lady, or whatever you are, and I'm very pleased to have met you.
That's sweet.
Shall we make a pact? 20 years from tonight.
Oh, won't that be exciting to look forward to? I can send us all postcards to remind us. I won't let us lose each other.
Mona?
No thanks.
Well, next time pick someplace cool, for God's sake.
We could have it at my house.
Well, hell, with all them kids you got running around, what if there's room enough for you, let alone us? You know what, you'd give everything you got for one of them kids of hers, you know it.
I wouldn't have one in the house.
Can't you and Merle have babies?
What good are they? Merle says the only way to have a baby is with beans and potato salad at a barbecue.
I feel sorry for you. We maybe don't have a lot of money or belong to a lot of fancy country clubs, but we are happy with each other.
Happy? Christ, anybody could be happy. Look at me. I laugh my ass off all the damn time. Hell, I laugh at just about anything.
You're not happy.
I'm happy, God damn it!
Yeah, that's proof right there.
I hope you found what you came in looking for. Miss.
Oh, well, that's something, I guess.
I got an idea. How about if the McGuire sisters get together for one final number, huh?
Terrific.
All right, Joe, come on. It's a good thing I'm here. I remember you was on the left-hand side, and Mo, you was on the ever-popular right-hand side, and I was dead center.
50 years center was never dead.
All right, now, come on. Let's follow these bounceless moves.
Let's be serious.
Madam Chairman.
All right.
Well, that was Come Back to the Five and Dime Jimmy Dean, Jimmy Dean. I know with most plays turned into movies, they're criticized for not opening up, the settings, but this one kind of worked because they had that whole extra space in the mirror, for the flashbacks and stuff like that. So that was very interesting. I liked the way they handled that. The way that they chose to shoot it and light it. You could always tell, which was in the past and which was in the present. So that was really interesting. Robert Altman did really good on that. And his cinematographer, Pierre Mignon, was just so cool. I really, really like that. I've not seen that before in any other movie, I don't believe. So very, very cool. Performances were all really good. A little sometimes verging on hysterical from Sandy Dennis, but I think that's, the character was messed up. So I still would have had her, I don't know, maybe tone it down more at the beginning so it was more of an arc. But her arc, is from 20 years ago till now. So I can understand why, she is the way she is during the present portion of the movie. Stella May was, she's a bit of a bitch, though, huh? But it was so nice to see Kathy Bates before she was Kathy Bates. I think this is probably one of her first movies. I hate to look that up, but this has to be a very early role for her. I didn't know the woman who played Edna, but she was almost not required. I mean, that was kind of an underwritten role. She was really just there to be the punching bag for Stella to show how mean Stella could be. But Karen Black played, the Joanne very well, and it pretty much matched with Mark Patton playing Joe, so they probably worked on that together, same mannerisms and stuff, doing some of the same movements. I wish that the writer had maybe talked to some trans women and gotten their feedback on that role a little bit, because it seemed a little, I don't know, unkind towards her. I don't know, it's weird. I felt like it wasn't respecting the character's choices a bit. So it would have been nice if it was a little bit better written for that character. But overall, very sympathetic, and we did see some characters change their stance towards her. So I like that. But of course, the obvious standout is Cher. She's funny, she's dramatic, she's just a little whirlwind sometimes. A couple of good monologues. Yeah, she's really good in this one. But overall, I did enjoy this one. I would recommend people watch this one if you have any kind of nostalgia for James Dean or any of the three lead actresses, or even really Kathy Bates. I mean, she's not in it a lot, but she's good in where she is placed. Overall, good, solid movie. Not the best Robert Altman, of course. I mean, Nashville and Gosford Park and The Player, but it is a solid entry into the films of his that I have seen. I would give it a thumbs up and say, yes, you should watch this one. I hope you all enjoyed it, and until the next time we put our feet up, laters.